What's going on, guys? What's going on? Wait for a few guys come up in here a little bit to see if it sends anything out to anybody. Wait a little bit. Let's see what's crack-a-lacking with everybody. Wait a little bit. What's going on, viewer? What's going on, viewer? So, let's talk about something. I got a comment the other day, and basically, person told me that I am not a business owner. I'm not a lease operator. I'm not a company. I'm not an owner operator. Pretty much nothing. Not even a business owner. And I started thinking about this, and in my thoughts about it, I did a video about it. I haven't released it yet. I haven't put it up yet. Thought I'd do it live and then put up the video later. When you come over to Prime, starting brand new, starting new to the game, don't know nothing about it, and you go lease. When you go lease, it is the stepping stone for you to become a owner, business owner. You're starting a business. When you break down an LLC, you go to John's car dealership. It's under an LLC. He started a business. And any places that you go, there's an LLC that's attached to it. It's a business. Most trucking companies you see driving down the road, they got a placard on the side of their door. It says Billy Bob's Trucking LLC, because it's a business. It's separated from his personal. When you file taxes, it's separated from your personal taxes. You can do it either way. So when I say that I'm a lease operator, owner operator, we can dive into that, and we'll dive into it a little bit. So as a lease operator, right? As a lease operator, you are leasing a truck from, i.e., okay, we'll use me as an example, Prime. So I'm leasing a truck from Prime. Now Prime owns the truck. They have the title. You're considered a lease operator. Now, what you do with that is completely up to you. What you decide you want to do with that thing that you have in the bottle. We'll just use this as a bottle. So now, I do train. I have a student right now. He's relaxing. He's gonna be driving tonight. So what you do with that is totally up to you. Now, being a lease operator, people say, oh, it's a scam, it's this and that, and it's really not a scam. The reason why I say that it's not a scam is because it's giving you the stepping stones to be an actual owner. If you are brand new to the trucking industry and you have no desires, you just want to make more money, then go around ahead, lease a truck. And what's going on, Kendall? What's going on? So go ahead, go make your money and keep going about what you're doing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it leads. I am training the student now. We'll see how the revenue falls. Right now with the way fuel cost is, you got to make sure that there's revenue being put on this truck. Contrary to popular belief, it is a business, and you got to make money. And if it's not profitable to train, you don't want to do it. But if it's profitable and you see profits go up week over week, it may be. So we'll see. I don't know. I never say no. I say there's a possibility. Who knows? We'll see. Now, yeah, you don't have any desire to be to continue in your business. You are, you're just trying to make more money. That's it. You want to take on the responsibilities. Higher risk, higher reward. Now, I talked to people, had this person say that I'm not a business owner, I'm just a glorified company driver. Proceeded to tell him I have a truck that I purchased. I went to a dealership, bought it, took it up to a company, leased it out with a company. People say, "Oh, you're just a company driver." No, pretty much doing the same thing that I'm doing here at Prime. The only difference is that I make the well. There's not really a big difference. Now, this is what I mean by not really a big difference. So, at Prime, I still pay the car. I still pay the truck payment. I still pay it. I still pay the truck payment there too. The only difference, and most people don't realize this, is that you make your consistent payments to Prime every week for years. You can technically use that as a credit reference. There's a specific way that you have to do it, but you can technically use it as a credit reference. You making your truck payments consistently every week. You made your truck payments every year, you consistently made it every week. Technically, you have. Now, people are gonna have their oh yeah, it's in the description of my other videos. You can email me directly. Just it's in the description. You can email me, and I check my emails pretty much every day. Geez, what was I saying? So how that goes about, right? So the biggest hey, what's going on, little man? What's going on? The biggest misconception is that being a lease operator, being an owner operator. Now, most people say you're not an owner operator until you have your own authority. Well, in my mind, and correct me if I'm wrong, it depends on how you have your business model set up. If you want to have your own authority and you want to have the more responsibilities of having your authority insurance and wanting to have to deal with brokers and having to set up your carrier packets and all of those extra things, more power to you. Doesn't make you that you're not an operator. Last time I checked, I operate this truck. Last time I checked, I'm a lease operator. I operate this truck. So I'm a lease operator, right? Then when I go to purchase my own truck, no, it's not leased with Prime. That's why I say lease operator, owner operator. My other truck's not leased on to Prime. My truck is older and it's leased on at another company where I get 88% of the load. So, I mean, I'm still making decent money. That's why I say lease operator, owner operator. That's why I give you two different, distinctions of what's going on. So when people say that you're a company driver, not necessarily, because Prime has put me in a position to be an owner operator. It gave me the knowledge to go out here and buy a truck and then lease it onto a company, so I know what to look for. People that come into this.
You're tuning into Black and White Sports fans. We're going to be talking about Skip Bayless and LeBron James. Yes, we're going to be talking about LaChana James and Skip Bayless. Now, you guys know that throughout this is the most disappointing season in Laker history, not by record, but by
that's crazy
expectations.
All right, sorry about that, guys. So, yeah, my other truck's not leased on at Prime. My other truck's leased on at another company. I have a driver that's in that truck. So when I say I'm a lease operator, owner operator, yeah, I own a truck. I went to a dealership, bought the truck, and brought it up to a company, leased it on, signed out the paperwork, and I paid for that truck. I pay the fixed cost on that trailer. The company there, I pay for all of that. Now, how I want my business to be set up is how you want your business to be set up. If I want to go have my own authority, you could do that. But in this climate, the way freight is up and down, and things is, fuel prices is up and down, and you go on the spot market and you look at what loads are paying, you know, people were saying, oh, I got $5 a mile, I got $6 a mile, I'm not moving my truck. Yeah, I go back and forth with my dispatcher that dispatches our loads. I look at loads, I send them loads that I want to get. 2 eyes, having 4 eyes is better than just having 2. They may see something that I don't see. I may see something that they don't see. That's just the way I look at it. Now, being a business owner or lease operator, whatever you want. This person said that I wasn't either. Just a glorified company driver. I have a truck that I bought. That truck's not. That truck is not leased to Prime. The truck is not leased to Prime. My truck is purchased under my. Oh wait, I don't have a business. But oh wait, I do have a business because my truck is leased is owned by my LLC. So it's not under my personal credit. It's under my business name. It's under my business credit. Oh wait, it's funny. You know, like, I don't understand how certain people come at you saying things and they don't really know what the flavor of your Kool-Aid is. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah, Scotty, yeah. I do the settlement Fridays. Mother truck is not leased on the Prime. So I was doing them both, you know, and the whole conversation about people being owner-operators, leasing operators, and all that, it's whatever you decide you want to be. If you want to be a lease operator, you're a lease operator of Prime. It's getting you ready to be an owner-operator, buying a truck. If you're out here running that Prime, and you're not paying attention to how much your truck payment is, how much your fuel is, how much your maintenance is when you go have your truck brought into the shop, you're not doing yourself any justice. You should know how much an oil change costs, how much a roadside call costs, how much your tires are going to cost, how much a alternator costs, belts cost. All those things you should know. That's why I say don't go into lease until you have at least 6 months in the game. You know, 6 months to get an understanding, especially if you come over at Prime. But that's any company that you go to. Any company that you go to, you want to have an understanding of what's going on in the game. Let's see, buddy of mine sending me pictures of his car. I do car stuff too. So it was a funny comment, and you know, I have a video. It's kind of my rant video, but I think that whatever you decide you want to do, go out here and grind it, hustle, and go do what you got to do. You know, do I consider myself a business owner? Yeah. Do I consider myself owner operator? Yeah, because I own a truck and I operate that truck. Is it under my own LLC? Yeah. Is it under my own authority? No. Why do I need my own authority to be an owner operator? Work smarter, not harder. Well, if I can make the same amount of money having bought my truck and put it on with a company that has their infrastructure already set up, as opposed to me having to go through and try to set up my own infrastructure, yeah, you can do that. It's a great way to build yourself up. But if you want to get out here, grind and hustle, and take it over time, take it over time. I could have my authority right now and not have it activated. Does that make me any less than an owner operator? The words: owner, operator, lease, operator. You lease the truck, you operate that truck. You own a truck, you operate that truck. Owner, operator, lease, operator. Are you any less of a business person if you don't have? I mean, the guy's saying I'm not a business owner. When you get an LLC, you are a business owner. You started a business. When you start working on your business credit, you're a business owner. You know, when you go look up the thing, my phone rings when it's for my company. Like, it rings. I got a phone number for my business. Like, got an address for my business. I get mail on my business name. I mean, business credit cards. I mean, business loans. Like, mean, what is it? You know, I don't understand that, you know, that mindset that people have when they want to talk down to you. They get on your comment box and they feel entitled to try to say what you're not, and it's just their opinion. Everything is an opinion, you know, and people feel strong about their opinion, and they feel like they're devout about their opinions. But I mean, I don't know everything. You know, I learn something new every day. I learn something from people all day, every day. Doesn't make me any less of an individual that's not out here trying to grind and hustle and get to the next level, get to the next bag. One thing that I was taught was that if you want to have, so T&L Logistics, I'll get back to training. He says training someone, of course, your revenue will go up because the student is salary. Everything else is yours. Yes, but also you have to think about the wear and tear on your truck. You gotta think about it. You know, you're running twice the miles. That's twice the wear and tear on your tires. Twice the wear and tear on the truck body. Twice the wear and tear. You have to set aside for that. Twice the maintenance. Twice the fuel. So they're all things that you have to put into it. So let me ask you this: when you're running solo, right? And if you put $6,000 in revenue to your truck after your fixed cost, after variable cost, you may walk away with $2,500, right? So now I get a student, and I put way more revenue on the truck, and I still equal out with the same amount of dollars. Maybe it's $500 more, $600 more because fuel's gone up. Is that better or worse? You still have the same stuff. It's just you're paying somebody now. Is it better or worse to make $500 extra? You gotta think about that. Not saying that it's not. You can't. Not saying that it's not good, but you have to look at that aspect too. Your truck is a business. You know, you're running it. You know, you want to make money. Is it more conducive? Yes, you have two clocks, but it has to make sense. If it ain't the person that said it, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. It has to make money. It has to make sense. Otherwise, you're just training a student, putting more wear and tear on your truck, putting more miles on that truck, and maybe you're in the shop more. Yeah, you know, right now I'm waiting on my other truck to come in. I've trained a couple of students on here. It's got it's almost at 500,000 right now, and just waiting on my other truck. Now, have I looked at the possibilities of going and buying me another truck and then carry on and go somewhere else? I've thought about it. I have my own fuel card. Have I noticed an increase in fuel going up? Yeah. I think I was spending $1,500 to $1,600 on the other truck, $1,500 to $1,600 a week in fuel, and it's now $2,800 to $2,900 a week in fuel. So yeah, it's expensive. This truck with the discounts, that's the best thing that we get. Plus, at least completion bonus. No one ever talks about it like saving $7,000 a year in cash. Check it out, right? So at the end of this lease, minus whatever they have to take out, it's going to be closer to $20,000, depending on how hard you ran. It could be 20. After they take everything, you're still walking with 15,000, 14,000, 10,000. Now everybody's like, oh, that's as long as you complete what you started, that's a nice $10,000, $8,000, $9,000 check that you get deposited in the bank on top of your savings. I mean, I don't know any company that's giving you a lease completion bonus for completing your lease, plus a steak dinner. I don't know anybody that's doing that. I mean, like, come on. You know, people say, oh, Prime is this and Prime is that. Prime is a really good company. You're gonna have your good and your bad with any company that you get out here, but you got to look at the rewards that you get for grinding and hustling. We hear a lot of people praising Prime and trashing Prime. You got to look at why they're trashing Prime, and was there anything that they could have did differently that would have made their experience better? Right now, is it hard for people to get into Prime? Yeah, it is. Why? Because there's a truck shortage nationwide. So you expect Rob to come through and be like, I'm just gonna throw my money over here. He's a business owner. He's got to make the right business decisions and right business moves to continue to make his money go up and be able to make sure that you get paid. You know, everything's a business decision. Everything's a business move. It's not just cut and dry like we think it is. Every day is a decision to make. You know, every day there's a thing. Think about how many trucks he has. And the amount of trucks he has, think about what his fuel bill is every week. Because it's on credit. So think about what his fuel bill is every week when he gets the statements for that. Like $1 million. Like, bro. Like, he's making millions, but bro, getting $1 million bill, bro, man, Jesus. So, you know, you just gotta, you know, I don't like it when people come in the comments and say, you're not this, you're not that. What makes you think I'm not? What makes you think that I'm, you know, this way in your opinion? Because I don't have my own authority? If I had my own authority, would it make me an owner-operator if I didn't have it activated? Me having to run under my own authority doesn't mean that I'm not an owner-operator. Me running, let's see, what do you really ballpark think about your bonus will be? That's why I said it's like saving $73,000 at the end of the year. Get 20-something thousand is money that's in the bank. To you, man. It is. But see, this is the thing, right? Any money that you get, you want to have a plan for that money. And it is money that you're getting because you worked hard for it. So I could say it's $20,000. We'll just say $20,000. I don't know exactly what it would be. But once I get everything done on this truck, it could be 10, it could be 15. I don't know. We'll just say 20. So right now, if I wanted to buy myself a truck, I could take that $20,000, go invest it in another truck, and get that $20,000 to produce me $150,000. Yeah. Have you ever wanted to do anything other than drive trucks? Of course. I got into trucking in not 2000. I got into trucking 5 years ago. And trucking is it's what you make of it, you know. I mean, I drove for 5 months straight, didn't go home, and then I took 2 months off. You know, took my wife and my son on some vacation, you know, trips. You miss a lot of stuff when you're out here. Birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, anniversaries, things of that. So I come out here because there's goals that I want, things that I want to see with my eyes before I leave this earth. You know, I want to have businesses, you know, things that I want to be able to help people, you know, be able to be a blessing to others, you know. So many people you hear are selfish, and you know, right, you got to take time with the family, you know. I have some goals. I want to go to Africa. I want to go to Egypt. I want to go to Jamaica. I want to go on a cruise. I want to go to Rome. I want to go to Gambia. I want to have the opportunity to buy a Hellcat, drive a Hellcat. There's a bunch of different things that I want to be able to do. It's just a matter of putting it into action. You know, the one thing that I do on my channel is I never try to be negative. Never say I can't. Never say the BROKE word. Never say those things because there's go into your mind and it tells you that you can't do something. You can do anything that you want to do. It's just how much fortitude that you put into it, how much your mind. It's a shirt. I just rolled it up because it's freaking some odd degrees here. No hippie. I'm just hot as crap right now. See, so you guys can hear. I just what's up, man? What's up, no hippie? I was watching your video about being an owner operator, a lease operator, and that's why I decided to do my video. Mr. Lyle. So you have to have goals, guys, and you don't have goals, you don't have nothing to work towards or work for. If you have goals, you have something to work towards. You have ambitions, you have something that's inspiring to you. Yeah, man. Like, I don't understand, that their ignorance, because it's probably the same dude that was on your comment box that was in mine, and I was watching a video and I was just like, I have a video I haven't put out yet because I went ham, man. I went ham, and I'm gonna put it out, and you guys will see what I'm talking about now. While I was talking about that video, but like my guy Lyle, right? He has 2 trucks. Does that make him any less of a business owner? He has an LLC. Like, he's an owner operator. Like, he's a lease operator owner. But no, wait, he doesn't lease his truck. His trucks are almost paid off. So he's an owner operator. He bought his truck and financed it. So think about it in the grand scheme of things, right, guys? So when these owner operators, right, they go buy or finance their trucks, right? Some of the trucks $100,000, $250,000. I don't know. I know some people, but I don't know too many people that have $250,000 in the bank to go buy a long nose feet or go buy a truck. That's what I'm saying, man. I run 2 trucks. You call me whatever you want, because at the end of the day, the money goes to the bank, and the mama's at home happy. Like, I don't understand how ignorant people be sometimes, because this is my thought. You can answer this question. Is it that they're just hating that we're so happy about how we chose a good company that rocks with us and empowers us to be the best type of truck drivers that we can be? Gives us the tools, the ways to sharpen our tools, to be the best type of drivers and business-minded individuals to get to the next level. Maybe it's that. Maybe they're salty with themselves. I don't know, bro. Like, I can say like this. Facts, man. Facts. Misery does love company, man. Like, if they're miserable, you coming on our channels because we excited about life. You excited about. I'm happy for you. You got trucks. I'm in your comment box, bro. How do I get in 2 trucks? Like, that's what I don't understand. I don't understand how it's gotten so salty out here where people don't want to help other people elevate themselves to get to the next level. I don't know. You go out here, you buy a truck. That truck is your business. That's why you see so many people take pride in their truck, because it's a business for them. It generates money. It puts money in their pocket to do other things at home. Like, I'm a car dude. Like, I like cars. I like electronics. I like cars. So if I want to rock out and I want to drive for 5 months straight, right? And then I go to the dealership and I say, hey, my goal is to have that Dodge Charger Hellcat or Dodge Challenger Hellcat wide body, black on black with the red guts. And they say, okay, sir, we're gonna need $20,000 down to get that. I'm like, okay, I'll be back in a few months. I'm hit the blacktop and I'm gonna run my ass off because I have a goal. $20,000, okay, let me see. I'll be back in 4 months. I'll be back in 3 months. Here's your 20,000. Let me get that, because that's a goal. I mean, you have goals. You can achieve your goals here on the blacktop faster. Now, going lease, I don't recommend anybody going lease right out at TNT. I don't recommend it. I'm not saying not to do it. Don't recommend it, because you don't know the game yet. The game is, it's like it's like trying to play checkers, but you're playing chess. He said, I'm not an owner operator because I'm not worried about fuel prices. I said, so being broken up to whatever fuel makes you an owner operator, I'll stay being a lease. So okay. Now, I do look at fuel prices. I spent $2,900 in fuel last week. $2,900 on my other truck. $2,900. That's what came out after I got the settlement. That's what I had to put aside for fuel to come out of the business bank account this week. And I be telling my driver, be like, yo, you gotta find the cheapest fuel places to fuel, yo, because the fuel prices is outrageous. He's coming in the I don't know what the abbreviation. I don't know what you were saying, but like I was like, can you find the cheapest fuel prices? Prime gives us the best fuel prices, because before Prime's fuel discounts, I spent like $2,000 on fuel. 2,000. I saved like 300. Oh, bro. You talking like 20 racks to the truck, man. 20 racks to the truck. You talking about walking away with 15 bands in 1 week. That's more than what most people make in a year, man. 20 grand to the truck in a week. Like, okay, save fuel. That's still talking about 15 bands to the truck. Me and you gonna be walking to the bank while this man's over here bitching and moaning about how we're not on. It's like, okay, well, my business is over here doing $70,000 a month. You over there complaining. The market will adjust, and when it does, it's gonna be real good. We need to survive this market. Facts. You know, that is how you have to position yourself. Like, you know, any business owner, you know this. No hippie knows the game, you know. I'm telling you, he's not just a truck driver, he's multi-talented. So when people clamor to the big companies, it's because of the fuel discounts, the fuel prices that they can get running for a big company. As soon as the prices go down, they go back over to the spot market. I can show you prices of the spot market right now. You are not, for a load coming out of California going east, you're getting right around 250, 260 a mile. About. Now the funny thing is, I can look at this load as a team load that I'm on. It is not paying any better. It's paying just under that. So it tells you the market is like, it's in the middle. And fuel price is $2, $3 a gallon. I mean, $5, $6 a gallon. So you have to be strategic in how you try to do this. It's checkers, not chess. Checkers. It's the other way around, I'm sorry. It's chess, not checkers. You got to play chess out here, not the checkers game. And people wanting to complain about fuel prices. Fuel prices are high. If you're over here at Prime, you use your macro 27, you use your tools to try to make sure you find the cheapest, most available price out here in fuel to fuel your truck. That's the only thing that's variable that you can control is your fuel price. You know, where you fuel, how you fuel. Alright, my guy, you take it easy, be safe, man. Drive safe. I'll talk to you soon, Lyle. I'll give you a call. So, you know, you guys that are coming out here, you guys have to be strategic. You guys, you know, I don't listen to the ranting and raging of these individuals that don't have your best interests. You know, I have your best interests. You know, I'm just a small little YouTube channel with 2,159 subscribers. You know, and I want to get to the Bobby Reaches and the Trucker Browns and the Asian Macho level because they got skills and they got talent. I want to get to that. You know, do me a favor, guys. There's 8 of you in here. Give me 4 more thumbs up. You know, so we can maximize it. But you know, I'm out here just having fun. I'm out here trying to educate people the best way that I know how to through doing it. That's why I do Settlement Fridays. You know, it's not to brag, it's not to this, it's to show people, you know, what you can make after you do your deductions and what the possibilities are, because the possibilities are endless. It's just a matter of you having the fortitude to go through it. You know, if you're at Prime right now, you're watching this live, you know, stick it out. You know, it's gonna get better. You know, when you get the lease purchase program back, you'll be able to buy a truck. The only company that was allowing you to be able to buy a truck, like the only company out here that was buying a truck through leasing, and it was legit. There was no funny business. It was legit. You know, you don't have to go to the bank and get an $80,000, $90,000 loan or $60,000 loan. You could run it with a company that's going to give you guaranteed freight, going to give you the best fuel discounts that you could possibly get, and help you to be successful. A lot of these other companies don't care if you're successful or you're not. You know, if there's anybody out in here, send this video to Asian Mai. You know, show him some of the other things that so we can get it out there. You know, to other drivers. You know, I want to be able to help individuals on a bigger level. You know, my little corner with 2,000. It took me forever to get to 2,000. But I came over to Prime, and now he's at 14,000. He blew past me. Is he doing anything different than I am? Point of views, POVs? No. That's what people are interested in. He got put on a game because he got terminated from here for doing POVs or something like that. I don't do POVs from here. Rave TV got 5 POVs. I don't do POVs. I just drive. I give you the information. But it's not hot. It's not, maybe I'm not likable. I don't know. I just try to have fun, you know, give you my perspective of the blacktop as well as the business side of the blacktop. You know, it's fun. You know, I do it, you know, I train when I'm asked. And but you'll see the video. It's funny because I go in about it, and then I got another settlement Friday video that I gotta finish doing the numbers on and get that uploaded for you guys. So probably have 2 videos coming out here in the next couple days or something like that. But just a short little video, guys, talking about what we aren't and this and that. It's like me and Lyle doing the same thing. He's got 2 trucks over here at Prime. I got 1 truck at Prime and 1 truck somewhere else. So here's a business thing that I was told, right? So right now, Hellcat's gonna run you probably right around $88,000. Well, last time I looked, I saw one that was like 88 grand. Now, the only reason I was trying to buy one was because they're not making the V8 6.4 Hellcat or V8 motor anymore. They're not making it anymore. So that means the price of that car, the demand for that car is going to go up. So if I bought one now and I held it for 2 years, I could sell it and make $60,000, $70,000, maybe $50,000. That was only it was a money move. Invest now, make more money later. It's like stocks: buy low, sell high. Because I don't really drive it. But you know, it's a car. Now, am I into cars? Yeah, I got a 2016 Dodge Charger police state patrol car that I work on. Black. I got some things I want to do to that. But you know, it's time. You gotta have time. You know, you do only have one life. So it's a plan. It's something that I plan. I talked to Landmark Dodge a lot. I'm in TNT, and I came to Prime with the plan to go lease, but I also have saved, and I'm financially ready to do just that. I'm lucky to go get a trainer to help me get this far. So, financially stable. Okay, so here's a question for you. If you had 3 breakdowns back to back to back, and they cost you $5,000 a piece, would you be okay? Then you turn around and have to put you have another blowout. Would you be okay? So say you had multiple breakdowns back to back to back within 2 months of apart from each other, and you had to put $15,000 out. Would you be okay? Mr. Rollblazer, would you be okay? That's a question you need to ask yourself. Because when you're not, the harsh reality is that when you're at Prime, you're under a bubble. You're under like a quilt or a cloth, that we'll say. And when you have breakdowns, somebody comes out and helps you pretty quick, fast, in a hurry with the Prime truck. When you're on your own and you have to pay for that, you may not get somebody to come out there right there, then and there. And if they do come out, you're paying for that roadside call. $700, $800, $900, $1,000. Oh, do you need a tow? $1,500. You gotta have that money liquid right then and there. Do you have that set up? Could you afford that? Back to back to back. I remember I remember my truck broke down in Arizona. Went to 2 dealerships. We paid 2 diagnostic fees, like $250 a piece, so that's $500. Neither one of them could know. There was 3 diagnostic fees. One at the TA, one at another spot, one at a place to service Volvos. Oh, okay. That's a good plan there. And I had to have the truck towed to Vegas. Now, I kind of, I guess, finessed it to where I got the dealership where I was having the trucks towed to pay them, and then I just paid them once the truck got there and I got the work done. So I didn't have to pay them and then pay that. I paid one bill. But that was just all Most High up there working that out. I didn't do nothing. He worked that out because I was stressed out about that. Money was there. It's just how it was going to get done. So 10-year plan. If you're retired, you're coming over. You came over to Prime. There's a few options. Right now they don't have the lease purchase program. So with them not having the lease purchase program, I would say, what would you want to do? You want to stay and see if it comes back? I mean, it's supposed to come back from what I've heard. That's supposed to be coming back here in the next 10, 15 weeks. I try to be influenced and positive, you need that out here. There's so many people, naysayers and depressing people. You have to give people the good side of stuff. I can give you the bad all day, man, but I like to give the good because there's not too many people talking about the good. It's always the positive energy. You track what you put out. If you put out negative, depressing crap, you're gonna have negative, depressing crap come to you. I would say if you have the money in the bank and you want to go get your own truck, go get your own truck, but try to find one on Facebook Marketplace and buy your own truck. But then if you don't want the full-fledged responsibilities of running your own authority, buy that truck and lease it on with a company that's going to give you no less than 80%, no less than that. Prime gives you 72, but with Prime you get an abundance of stuff with that. So no less than 80. You can some places get 72. You can go some other companies, they'll give you, but don't go any less than that. Don't 65. Nah, because you got to make sure you can pay for your truck payment. You can pay for your insurance. Right now, insurance, bobtail, you can shop that, but your truck payment is going to stay the same. Your insurance is going to stay the same, and then the fixed cost or whatever, unless you buy your own trailer. I could buy my own trailer, but the fixed cost is still going to be the same. I'm going to have that cost. So, you can try to lower your cost wherever you can. But if you have the ability to go buy a truck, but buy it for, don't pay no more than $50,000, $60,000 for. If you can find one on Marketplace, buy one on Marketplace. Make sure it's mechanically sound, pass the DOT inspection, and then find you a company that you can lease it onto and rock it out. Get your own fuel card. You already have your EIN, your LLC, your Dun and Bradstreet number, all that stuff. Go in with your guns loaded, ready to rock and roll. If you don't have that, come over here to Prime, find a short-term lease that they have, and rock that out. And while you're running, build yourself up so then you can go buy your own truck and do it that way. I mean, that's how I would do it if I was in your position. But I mean, hey, try to be here to try to help individuals get to the next level, get to what they might feel they can't get to. Everybody has a goal. Everybody has trials and tribulations. It's no matter how you keep pushing, keep grinding, keep hustling. you're gonna hit snags in the road. You're gonna hit things that you feel like are insurmountable, but everything's insurmountable. Everything you can get through. It's just a matter of how much fortitude you have in it. I mean, that's just it. Oh my gosh, I'm sitting here backed up to a door. Let's see, any other comments? Rollblazer. But from what I hear, they're gonna be bringing back the lease completion bonus. I mean, not lease completion. They're gonna be bringing back the lease purchase program, 10 to 16 weeks. They may bring it back sooner. Get you in the truck and start rocking it out. The other thing that I would tell you guys is don't decline loads. The only reason I would say don't decline. Oh, here we go. Crime Inc. Pacify you from the reality, from the true owner of experience. Anything is a trial and error circumstance. Don't be scared to hit obstacles, and the road guarantees greatness. So, what is quote unquote Crime Inc.? Justify that name for me. Give me a reason why you feel that. I'm taking everything in perspective. Junior is giving me some great advice also. Oh, Junior Honduras, yeah, he's good. He's good folks too. I'm waiting to hear from you, 32s. Why is it called Crime? Why do you give it the name Crime Inc.? Doesn't pacify you from reality. Clarify that. You can say it, so clarify. What is it what does it pacify you from reality? Explain that to me. He'll give you one $4K for a truck payment. That's a month. Okay? That's a month. Well, that doesn't tell me anything. I make that on a load. So what? Doesn't pacify me from reality. 32s, you said you're giving me $4,000 for a truck payment. Okay, I'll take that $4,000 and go invest it and make 10. Okay, I do too. You're not talking to somebody that doesn't have his foot in the game on another side. So explain that to me. You're not telling me anything. I have a truck that I paid that off the lot too. Runs on the spot market. So have a driver right now. He's actually making his way out to California, and we'll be 59 miles away from each other. So what were you trying to say? What is Prime pacifying me from? Those were your comments, so what you saying? Like, you made a comment, so I'm trying to address your comment. You'll give me $4K for a truck payment, and you pay $1K for a month off a truck off the lot. Okay. I have a truck that I bought off a lot. Had it almost a year. The truck payment is just rent on your rolling office that runs your company, which is not a bad idea. Right? Like, so put this in perspective, right? You have a house, right? Does your house make you money? No, you pay for that house. Unless you unless it's in the market where it goes up in equity, it goes up in value. You have a car, right? You pay a car note, right? Does your car pay you? No. This pays me. It pays for itself. What you do here can generally make you think, yes, having a blowout and paying for it, then pays all of that, and you put you in the hole. Just saying, okay, but you're saying it's not saying that it's robbery. So that's why they have a tire fund, and each tire is $1,100. Reason why I know that is because I ask questions. So $1,100 for a tire on both axles. So there's two on this side, there's two on that side. $1,100. Now every week that I roll, money goes into that tire fund. So when I have a tire blowout, I make a call, they come out with that brand new tire and they put that tire on my truck. Then when I get to a yard, I can have them take that tire off. I can get a credit for that brand new tire, put a regular tire so then I don't have to replace any other tire. So that maybe I spent $1,100 for that tire, then they're gonna give me money for that tire. Say they give me $500 for that tire, I go buy another tire that's equal wear to all the other tires. I made money. Just saying. Doesn't put you in the hole if you have a blowout. I had my truck broke down. So my truck broke down 2 weeks ago. I was in North Carolina. I had just came off a home time. Did I have money in my emergency fund? Yes, I did. There are things I do without a mega carrier. What do you do that's without a mega carrier? Because I can guarantee you I do it too. That's what you're not understanding. I have a truck here and I have a truck that's not with a mega carrier. So every experience, I've experienced it. There's nothing that you can tell me that I haven't already experienced. I've experienced breakdowns. I've experienced blowouts. I experienced having to do roadside calls. I've experienced having to have my truck towed from Arizona to Vegas. I've experienced it. I've experienced having to take my truck to the dealership and have it sit there. I've experienced it. I don't know. No hippie came back. He came out the woodwork. No hippie came back. Like, yo, like everything that I've experienced it. So you guys are whining and complaining about what is the pacification? Tell me what the pacification is. I don't try to get referral bonuses. I don't care about referral bonuses. You know what's the funny thing, right? You think that referral bonuses here are so big. A good company is not going to give you a hell of a referral bonuses. Stopped you right there, bruh. I think the referral bonus is $100. I piss $100, bruh. I wipe my ass with $100. Like, no, I mean I invest $100. I mean that's just me being arrogant. I don't care about the referral bonuses. The only time a referral bonus gets good is if the person stays, and then it has nothing to do with me. The business, the company, Prime is that good of a company, it will get you to stay because you like the company itself. That's only when it would be beneficial to me. Otherwise, I'm not $100 referral, but like $100 referral bonuses. I'll be like, here, babe, go get your nails done. Like, a referral bonus is not something that I'm trying to get. It's not like Hirschbach or any of these other companies where they give you $1,500, we get $100. So you riding dirty. So, I mean, like, I don't try to give referral bonuses. Like I said, I tell them the way to go that's going to benefit them. if you owe good old tips, not working for the man tips. I work for myself. I have a truck that's working for me. I have a driver that I pay. He's not leased with Prime. He's leased on with another company. I'm still working for myself. It's all about how you position your pieces. Piece positioning is key. Piece positioning. When I say go, okay, let's go. You go get your own authority. Okay, $5,000. Okay, then $4,000. Okay, so really break down what you're paying for. Factoring 2%. Then you have to get on load boards. You have to find your own loads. Then you got to do this. You got to do it. You got a lot of other stuff that you got to do. A lot. It's not just, you guys try to make it sound so easy, and that's why so many people fail, because you tell them, oh, you're not this and you're that, and then they go out here and then they fail and fall off flat on their face because they have no idea the trials and tribulations that's going to be. Start somewhere and make your way up. .32s. I train when I'm asked. It's not something that I go around like, yeah, I want to train. What some fools need to realize is that whatever money you make in trucking isn't real money. People worried about the wrong thing. Insecure people are the quickest to down somebody. Facts. Like, that's so much facts. It's like, yeah, Lyle. Yeah, buddy. Like, come on, man. They so quick to down somebody when they're rocking it, doing their own thing. Like, do I have to train? No. My fleet manager asked me if I would. Do him a favor. I'll make money whether I'm training or not. I don't need to. They asked me to. Do I want to? They asked me to. Sure, why not? I'll help another brother the blacktop get out here, make some money, and make great life decisions and get to the next level. Sure, no problem. Are you doing that? Or are you too busy trying to tell somebody that he's not something that he's not? Like, how much energy does it take for you to tell somebody that is, that you are not doing this, as opposed to giving me insight on things to do? So, for instance, 32s, you spent a good majority of your time on here telling me what I'm not. Have you told me one thing that I am doing right, besides telling me the stuff that I'm not doing? Have you did that? No, you haven't. You spent more time telling me what I'm doing wrong and how I'm this and how I'm that. You haven't given me one positive thing about what I'm doing on the way that I'm trying to lead myself. You haven't done it once. Why is that? You tell me. I don't know why people do that. It's mind-boggling to me. If I make, I started at England, y'all. England. Y'all know England, right? 14 cents a mile. And a lot of people forget where they came from. Like, bro, I remember when $500 was a lot. Like, $500 was a lot of money. Back when I started, you was like, yo, I made $500. Like, yo. And then you get to the 1,000. You're like, yo, I just made a G in 1 week. Yo, I just made a G in 1 week. Then you start making 1,500. And then you start feeling like, yo, shit don't stink. Then you make $2,000. You think you're really above everybody else. Then you make 3 G's and you think nobody can stop you. Then you make 4 G's and you just think that you know everything. The person that I'm the most afraid of is the person that thinks they know everything about trucking. Trucking changes every day. That's the person I'm worried about, when they think that they know everything. I don't even start saying that I know everything about trucking. I don't. I'm learning every day. I'm learning different ways. I learned stuff from old school G's that been out here with the big belt buckles and stuff that like that. So, okay. I mean, well, that's the way you was talking was like you was criticizing. So then you come with that comment, I can change my perception. You know, raising the bar, right? So, would you tell somebody that's brand new to the game all the stuff that you started saying? Crime Inc., this and this and this. Or would you instruct somebody to say, go to England, get your CDL. Then once you get your CDL, finish your contract so that you have a good stability in the company that you're with. Then make a lateral move. Now, if you were able to save enough money, then you can go buy you a truck. But I wouldn't buy a truck in this market right now because you're going to probably be paying $40,000 to $50,000 more. Right? Go over to Prime, lease a truck, get an understanding of the game and the freight rates and how fuel prices and this and this and this, and get an understanding of how freight lanes work. Then, after you've been there for about a year, finish your lease, get $10,000 to $15,000 in the bank, and then decide if you want to go get you a truck, because by then you'll have an understanding of the game. And then once you do that, then you can decide if you want to have your own authority, because there's two different types of owner-operators. There's an owner-operator that wants to have his own authority and wants to have that big headache. And there's an owner-operator that wants to buy his own truck and will let somebody else do all the stupid stuff, and all you have to do is worry about the loads. If you want to pick your own loads and dispatch yourself, you can. Or you can have somebody that looks at load as well as you look at loads, and you can be more productive while you're on the road. And then on top of that, you don't have to worry about that. You can start worrying about having multiple streams, because then you can invest your money. Then you can have properties. You can have other things that are going to produce money for you. It's not all about trucking. That is the problem. That is the problem. People don't understand that I don't just focus on trucking gives me liquidity to be able to go do other stuff. That's what I talk about here. And this is settlement Fridays and if you want me to tell you how to get $20,000, okay, let's take $20,000, divide that by 52. That's how much you have to save per week to have $20,000 at the end of the year. Can you not do that? Okay, slash that up and do half of that. Then you're gonna have 10. You're gonna put it in an interest-bearing account, or account that's gonna give you dividends. Hey, I appreciate it. You know, like I said, some people come off a specific way. The way you were coming off is like you was talking, like you was trying to down a brother. So of course I'm gonna be like, all right, let's get it in. But you know, since you approached it a different way, then I can be like, okay, you're just trying to teach game. You just have a different way of teaching game. I get you. Shalom. I get it. So everybody that's coming into this, don't come into it. What's going on, Million Mile? Man, what's going on with you, my brother? What's going on? So, any individual that comes in the 30% gone out the rip, taxes. Yeah, but see, here's a game about taxes. So, they can only tax what's left over, right? So, you take what you have left over and put it into an investment that's going to make you more money. That way at the end, so for instance, you buy a truck, right? You buy a truck, you get depreciation off of that truck, right? So if you have depreciation off of that truck, that's less that they can tax you, because you took your investment money and put it on that truck, and that truck generated money, but you get depreciation, plus you get depreciation from any other investments that you have. So you take the money they have and have more investments, that brings your tax debt down. So 30%, take that 30% and invest it in something that's going to be another asset that's going to lower your tax debt. How do you suppose Amazon does it? People get so mad about Amazon not paying taxes. They don't pay taxes because they're constantly investing within their company. Lowers their tax debt. I mean, that's the gist of it. You can talk to any CPA. If you take your money, invest it in a 401k or IRA, it lowers your tax debt, because you're putting that money that's going to be taxed. It's going to be taxed at a later date. See, we tell you, bro. I be thinking of different things. You gotta stay ahead of it. You know, try to that's how people hate. Okay, people hated Donald Trump, but he was spitting game, and people didn't really realize that he was spitting game. You have to be able to lower your tax debt. So, for instance, Donald Trump was speaking game, and he was telling people what they weren't really paying attention to what he was telling them. So, if I buy a truck, right? So my truck I bought. You have to be strategic in how you do it. So, for instance, I talked to my bank, I talked to my CPA, things of that nature, right? So, if I take money and I invest it, in the stock market, you only pay taxes on capital gains, what's your gains. You don't pay taxes on what you lost. So you keep putting money into your stocks. You pay taxes on your gains. You pay taxes on what you don't pay taxes on what you lost. So then you take whatever you put money into the stock market, in case say it goes up, say it goes down. So then you take that money out and invest it in something else that's going to make you money. Case in point, I saved $200 for a year straight. Just kept throwing money in it. So you take $200 times that by 52, that's going to equal out to being about $10,000, right? So you take that $10,000, if there's any gains or anything like that. So say it's 17 grand at the end. You made 7 grand in profit. So now you take 10 out, you leave 7 in. Take the 10 out, that you're taking your profits. At this time, you can be like, all right, do I want to go buy an asset, or do I want to go buy a detractor? Anybody knows what an asset and a detractor is. An asset's going to make you money, a detractor's going to take money away from you. The key is to try to turn your detractors into assets. That's what you need to try to do. So most people come out here and buy cars, they buy things that are taking their money away. Me, and I've been trying to teach my son this, and I've been teaching my wife this, is I'm going to buy something that's going to make money for me. So most people buy a house. What's going on? What's going on? Hey y'all, what's going on? What's going on? What? You're missing things. I had to come change the narrative. I thought you. Let's see. Some people take notes. I had to change the narrative. I thought you. A combo bar. Yeah, man. I mean, like, so if you're in trucking, right, are you ever home? No, right? So if you're never home, what I would do is save up enough money in trucking and go buy a house. Now, the first person would say, why would you buy a house? That's such a bad investment. Is it? So now you take that house. Say it could be a trailer home, it could be whatever. Say you buy a trailer, a mobile home, right? You buy it in a, wherever. It doesn't have to be near you. It could be somewhere else. You buy that. You turn that into a rental property. So now you have a rental company, and they're going to give you a rental check every month. So you buy it cash. Now you making money on your investment. You have your fixed costs, which are more rent, mortgage, whatever it is, water, lights, water. But you say you bought it for $500. You buy it in the tax auction, things like that. Buy it for $500. You put $1,200, $1,500. Say you put $3,000 into it. Then you rent that house for, what's the market right now? $2,000 a month. 2,000 times that by 12, minus your rent or the mortgage, water. They're paying the water, so in insurance, you put that in an escrow account for property taxes. Then the rest is profit. Then you take that profit and go buy something else. Now you have 2 properties that are giving you income money, and you're running a truck. And then when you want to go on a vacation, you're still making money. Then you take your assets and buy your detractors. So, like I mentioned before, I want a Hellcat, but how many assets do I need to have to pay for that Hellcat? Where that Hellcat will end up being free. How many business decisions can I do to have that Hellcat or that Tesla be free for me? It's a matter of taking your assets and taking your detractors, turning them into assets, and having those assets pay for your detractors. Another way is if I want we'll use a G-Wagon. If I want a G-Wagon, how do I go about getting a G-Wagon? G-Wagon, 100 grand. So if I want a G-Wagon, go to Mercedes. They have it on the website. Go to Mercedes. You have your business. Why not put it in your business name? It's not on your personal credit. It's on your business credit. Now I have a G-Wagon. Pay less interest because it's a proven fact that businesses get better lines of credit. They get more because you're a business. On average, how much revenue do you do a year in trucking? How much on average, as far as freight revenue, do you do a year? How much do you do? 350,000? Okay. How does your business have the ability to go get lines of credit to be able to go do other things? There's a whole level of stuff that you can get into just by getting into trucking, because trucking is just one piece. Speak on buying a F-250 LL. That's my goal. 70K truck. Don't flame me for it. Okay. So $70,000. Okay. Go to Copart. See if you can find one for half that price. Go to Copart. See if you can find one for half that price that maybe got an fender bender. Maybe you can buy it for $35,000. You just saved yourself a shit ton of money. Look all over the country. See if you can find one. You might be able to find one for half the price, bro. The object is to keep money in your pocket. At $70,000, you're probably looking at, unless you're putting half down, even with a nice interest rate, you're still looking at over $1,000 a month plus insurance. So you're talking $1,500 a month on a truck. Y'all make back $7,000 my first year. Yeah, you will. Currently in TNT, going lease after I can upgrade if that helps. Hey Breezy, what's going on? Hey Breezy, how you doing? What if you watched my video with the tidal wave, with the guy surfing? Anytime you're coming into a lease, before you sign that lease, go through that truck. I told my last student this. Go to the mechanic bay and ask them when the last time that truck was in the shop. What did that driver do? You can have them give you the maintenance records of that truck. How many miles does that truck have on it? What was done to that truck before you lease it? Because it's basically starting your business. Once you do that, then you can get an idea of what you want to do. What your goal is. Is your goal to continue trucking? Is your end goal having your own truck? Is your end goal buying your own truck? What's your goal? Let me go back to 32s. Yeah, but the object is to save more money, 32s. So if I get that truck for half, why would you not want to save half the $70,000? Like, half. I'm just one of people who wants to enjoy something I do. Well, what's your mindset? Not talking down to you or anything. What's your mindset? Everybody here has a different mind. Even though there's 8 people, everybody has a different mindset. So what's your mindset? Dreamed of having while I'm young. I'm 26. I want to enjoy the truck while I'm young and it still matters. So you're 26, coming into trucking. Well, welcome to Prime. You know, coming to a Prime family. So we brothers and sisters of the blacktop. So my sister. I'm here to help you in every way I can. You got no hippie. You got Pop Tort Trucking up in here. You got Dead Man on 32s. We all well versed in the game out here. You know, some people have more, some people have less, but all in all, we out here to try to make sure that young drivers that come into the game, come into the industry, have their head on straight. Not saying that you don't. That's just saying that we here to educate and help you be the best driver that you can be. You know, no one driver knows everything. I don't know everything. Hippie doesn't know everything. Pop Dart doesn't know everything. But we all here to help and encourage you when things get tough. Because I'm telling you right now, things get tough. They're not easy. It's not, you know, a walk in the park. Shit does hit the fan every now and again. Shit does. I only want to buy a box truck and a vending machine, something to generate revenue, and buy F-250 or that C7 Vetta. Yeah, man, no problem. Thanks for the great info. Drive safe. Be careful. Hope to meet you one day. Yeah, man, you'll meet me around. I don't be at the yards very often, but yeah, definitely. You know, you see me, like I always say, you see me at Blacktop, say what's good. Hey, Breezy, that's a good mindset to have. Definitely a good mindset to have. Box truck, F-250. Like I was telling 32s, buy one. Let's see, just some short investment that can make some money after I go lease. The best advice: listen, learn, and execute, and keep learning. Facts. I would say if that's your goal, if that is your goal, look around. Look around and see where you can find an F-250. When you're driving on the blacktop here, you're gonna go through every little cities out here in the country, Texas, things like that. You can find trucks. If you have time, stop. Say, hey, how much for that F-250? He may say, blase scoop. It's nothing to say, all right, let me buy it. I'm gonna call a car carrier and have a car carrier come down and pick that up and send it to your house. And that's sitting there at the house, ready for when you take a home time. You can go down there and get that truck rocking for you, making money for you. Vending machines. Go on Facebook Marketplace. Go on to OfferUp. You can get some vending machines off of there to give you some ideas of places that you can go to get to generate some more revenue. Something that I don't know, you said you're 26. Do you have anybody that's at the house that can get you? There's a couple other companies that you can use called Hire Car. Buy you a car and put it on Hire Car. You rent it out while you're on the blacktop, making money for you. It could be a Tesla, it could be something, you know, not as expensive that you can rent out for $50 a day. You're making money off of that. All things that you can do that can make money for you while you're behind the seat. Also investing in stocks, bonds, and investing in stocks that are going to give you high dividend yield, so you can get money off of that every week, every quarter. Consistency is key. When you come over here, to Prime, you want consistency. Just like in anything out here in the world, the spot market is not as consistent, but you want consistency is what's gonna be key. You come over here to Prime, you try to be consistent. That's what you want, consistency. I'm gonna sound crazy, but I got into trucking to buy my dream vehicle while I'm still young. What's your dream vehicle? Is that the C7 Vet? I'm assuming it's a C7 Vet. So if that's your dream vehicle, mine's a Dodge Charger Hellcat Dodge Charger Hellcat wide body Hellcat. That's that and 85 Nova as well. I was heavy in crypto and saw pretty good profiles, but my initial goal was to see 100,000 in trucking within the first year, including investments. So crypto is very volatile. You want something that's going to give you consistency. I'm not saying not do crypto, but I'm saying you want to be well diversified in what you're investing in. 72 Chevelle, yeah, man. Mine's a Nova or a 72 Chevelle, new age Hellcat wide body. That's black on black with the red guts. Whoa. black on red with the red guts. Oh yeah. My dream was a Ford F-250 Platinum. That's why I said around 70K. I'll still buy it used. I dang sure ain't spending 80K plus. Go down to Texas. Look in Texas. Look in Cali. You can get it for half that price. You don't have to pay 70. You could probably get it. You could probably get it for 50K if you really looked. And like I said, check out Copart. You can find a F-250 with maybe just a door that needs to be replaced because somebody had a side-in collision and they totaled it out because they didn't want to do it. You can get it for half that. You can get it for half that price. Check out Copart. All over the country, you can find an F-250 Platinum that instead of paying 70, you might be able to get it for 40. You saved yourself a shit ton of money. Just an idea, just an option that you can look into. 72 Chevelle, yeah, or Eleanor. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, I like American muscle, old school cars, man. Oh man, especially when you start it up. Oh my god, man, that's almost better than some other stuff. Almost better than that. Yeah, I'm with Prime now. Yeah, I've been here for 3 years. 3 years. Getting ready, waiting for my new truck to come in. I ordered a Peterbilt 2023 Pete. Waiting for it to come in. So I just been waiting for it. Waiting for it. Have you got your truck yet, or are you still waiting for your? You're still waiting for your truck. You're waiting for a trainer. God, it's burning. Oh, whew. Get a cross breeze. Golly, it's hot. But yeah, man, that's what it be. I'm gonna sound crazy, but I got 3 vehicles now. But another dream is having making my current F-350 on my Camaro. Okay, that's a lot. Rock it out. Advice: don't go fast. The fastest speed you're comfortable with, go with the tire rates be below. I was stuck in cost, right? Having cars now, out of all those cars making money for you. You got 3. Are they making money for you, or are they already paid off? That'd be the other question. My current F-350 on my Camaro, 1,000 horsepower, or the short 1/8 quarter mile. Yeah, I'm 11K into my TNT, and it's not the smoothest possible because of how he is trained, how his training process is, but teaching me at his rate is up because I'm having to figure out things on my own. See, I don't like trainers that they teach, but they more care about the running. I don't care about running. If I'm gonna take you on, I'm gonna teach you the game. Teach you to be the most efficient, successful truck driver that I can possibly teach you. I don't want you to just to use you as a clock. A lot of drivers do that. Just use the other person as a clock. Not me. Can't. Let's see, 2 are paid. Things on my own 2 are paid. What do you mean 2 are paid? I'm having to figure out things on my own to be paid or are paid. It says it sucks. Trust me, he's rarely ever. It says it sucks. Trust me, he's rarely ever sat in the passenger seat and watched me drive. So I could sit in the back and watch you drive. I don't have to sit over here to watch you drive. I could sit in the back right there and watch you drive. Driving down the road is easy. I don't have to sit there and watch you drive. Oh, 2 of the vehicles are paid. Oh, okay, got you. I don't have to physically sit there to watch you. So, does he help you trip plan? When you get to your 90, does he help you set up and show you how to back, where to back, what things to look for? Does he show you the routes, the highways, the best highways to take? Good credit, guys. Get a foreign car and rent one out for a week on Turo for the car note. The other 27s, you have the car for free. Facts. I don't share all the giblets, man. I don't share all the giblets. Oh, I don't share all the giblets, but yeah, that is a way. I got myself out of pulling into an employee parking lot and just some real crazy situations I've gotten into once I'm close to my 90. What kind of GPS is he running? Is he running a Garmin or is he running a Rand McNally? That would be the first question. Okay, trainer to student that's not on my truck with me. So, but I'm not getting out of the sleeper to help me just made me think out of the box to get myself out of the situation I've been in. Rand McNally. All right. So I used to have a Rand McNally. I upgraded to the Garmin, the big Garmin. Now, the Rand McNally is good for driving, but the Garmin is going to get you to where trucks are supposed to be. It basically brings you to the truck entrance where the truck is supposed to be. I ran the Rand McNally for years. When I traded over to the Garmin, I was like, oh my God, it's way better. The GPS is a tool. You got to make sure you have the right tools. So when you get your on your truck, get a Garmin. That's the first thing. I'm using my Qualcomm ones. Hell no, do not do that. I'm using the Qualcomm once I get within 5 miles of the 90, that it helps me accurate and find a 90 for truck. Please, God, do not use your oh, please don't do that. No. Don't use your phone, don't use that, because that can mess you up and your phone can mess you up. If you have to, go buy you a Garmin GPS. If you have the ability to do it, go buy you a Garmin GPS. You have to take control of your training. And if he's got the Rand McNally and it's not doing what you need, go buy you a Garmin GPS, and you can buy it for $200, $200-$300 at Love's, TA, Petro, and you insert that into what you need to do. Because I swear to you, I've heard so many drivers use the GPS in the truck, the Qualcomm, and it puts them on the wrong road. It's not reading, and DOT, a police officer, they're not going to want to hear that. So please, just invest the $200 and get you a Garmin. Get you the small little Garmin for $200-$300, and just use that. So that will get you to the truck entrances. Also, wherever you're going, if you within 5 miles, the Garmin also has a feature that it will tell you the truck routes that other trucks have used, so you don't have to put yourself in that specific predicament. But trying to get yourself out of situations that you're in when you're driving, yeah, it's good. You're not always gonna have a trainer to be there. I used to have to do that. Let's see, been with him for about 2 weeks, and yesterday I finally pieced everything together, from scan documents, dropping, hooking, checking in and out, calling my calls, and all my macros with no help. All right, my sister, there you go. You rocked it out. Use your macro 27. That's going to save you on fuel. Use that as much as you possibly can. It's going to save you time for your fuel and the variable cost when you're running when you're out here on the road by yourself. Get you a Garmin GPS that makes sure that you're more efficient. Make sure you download your apps that you're going to need to be the more efficient truck driver, which is going to be your TA app, your Loves app, and your Pilot app, as well as get your CAT Scale app, as well as get your Blue Beacon app. There you go, did everything in once an hour. Make sure you get all those apps. Make sure you get all of them. Then link your fuel card to those apps so that you can be more efficient with your fueling. Now, when you're solo, make sure that you put your GPS to avoid tolls, except when you get to the Northeast. You want to stay off of Highway 76 because Highway 76 is the most expensive highway out there. Be a master, or aka queen, of the back roads. Let's see. I wanted to buy the original, but the 10-inch GPS. Garmin makes. I believe they do. I believe that they have a 10-inch one. Also, get used to taking them back roads. Get comfortable with those back roads because they will save you time and money in the long run. 9 mpg on your runs, okay. Make sure you, like I said, make sure you use a macro 27. That's gonna be the difference maker between you making a lot of money and making no money. Never fuel your truck on Wednesday. Only fuel your truck on Wednesday after you got your next load. If you fill on Wednesday before you get your next load, you're taking all your profit, put it into your tank. So when you get a settlement, it's only $700, and you turn around and blame yourself because you put all your fuel in that tank on Wednesday. Do it after you get your load and after you drop that load on Wednesday. Do not fuel your tank on that Wednesday or that Tuesday. Don't do that unless put just the bare minimum to get to your 90 to drop on Wednesday. Otherwise, you're gonna be pissed and you're gonna blame Prime. Say Prime did this. It wasn't you. It was you. You didn't pay attention to what day it was. Yes, driving through Boston is a nightmare. It is. I only go to. Yeah, I've gone up there. FedEx load from Memphis to Boston. I've done that. Not fun, especially going to the airport. Especially going to the airport. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Realistically, your first year as a solo, I can put myself. If you too, man, you 232s, you be safe, man. Appreciate your insight, your wisdom, man. That's what we out here to do. Educate and help other individual truck drivers coming into the game be the most successful that they can be. They want to succeed as bad as they want to breathe, and they're going to be successful. Your first year, depending on how hard and what your goal is for that first year, I'd say 70 to 80, depending on how often you go home, how long you stay home, how long you stay out. 70 to 80. I'll say 90 at the high end if you're out and you don't decline a lot of loads. Don't get into the habit of declining loads. My first year, I didn't decline loads. I just took what was given to me, and I put myself in the best position to win. Have a working relationship. Is that net? Yeah. You're gonna make over that. So put it this way. My first year the truck did, I believe, was $250,000. That's what the truck generated. $250,000. After fuel, after truck payment, after insurance, all of that stuff. It was like 70, 80. So if you put this in perspective, if you do 80 divided by 52, it's 15. about $1,500. Now, depending on where you live, the taxes. But we were having a conversation about taxes and how you can lower your tax debt by having more investments because you're paying for stuff. Lowers your tax debt. And where you're putting your money to invest in. You only pay taxes on gains. You don't pay taxes on losses. You can only tax what you have. If you have very little, and there's very little, you can tax. That's just the way that I understand it when I talk to bankers and CPAs and stuff like that. But yeah, 70 to 80, depending on how hard you run. Keep this in perspective. If you wanted to do 100,000, you'd have to do 1923 to do 100,000. 100,000 miles a year, a little under $2,000 a month, or $2,000 a week. It's doable. Just how hard do you want to run? How much time and effort do you want to put into it? If you have a goal of $100,000 a year, you're doing 1923 a week. After fuel, after truck payment, after insurance. Be the thing, how often do you usually stay up before making home time? I'm a little different. I work hard and I play harder. So I think my longest I stayed up was 5 months. And then I took 2 months off. Figure out what your fixed cost is. Then divide that by 30 or divide that by 4. That's how much you have to put aside a week to go home for a week. That's how much you have to put aside a month to go home for a week. Am I going home for 2 weeks? No. So this is the just one. Depends on the fleet manager. But the average is you $5,000 to $6,000 is the average. Occasionally you'll do 6, maybe 7. Last week I did 9. It just depends on how the loads drop. So think push for 6 grand a week to the truck. Push for that. If you push for $6,000 to the revenue to the truck a week, and you're looking at close to bringing home $3,000 to you. Minus your taxes, you're looking at $2,700 to you, to you. Look at it in that aspect. They cap you. Now, I feel like they make it to where it's not prime capital. It's the way their freight network is set and how your clock is set. So, for instance, I have my student on the truck right now. Hold on 1 second, guys. They must be done loading me. Hello? So I appreciate it. Alright, I thought we getting the work. Alright, thank you. Alright. So, I won't tell you so I can get out of here. If you look at it this way, Prime's network is set up to where you pick up and then you drop. Now the pickup time may be this day and the drop time is this way. Do I think they manipulate the drop times based off of the revenue? Maybe, I don't know. But I do know that this load right here, with the load, the two other loads that I said, I believe all of the loads for somebody. So one load paid $600, the other load paid $700, and this load paid $4,000. This load doesn't drop until Thursday. You can find me in my other videos. It's Trucker Will. Email me in the comments below. And check up and give me my number so you can have, try to help you out. My wife and myself, we out here trying to help individuals get to the bag, get to the game, and a bunch of different things. So if I can help, she can help, definitely help. Emails in the description below my other videos. And I'm out here on the blacktop, and never hesitate to send me a comment or something like that in my videos. I do my best to respond to everybody, whether it's a good comment or a bad comment. We'll address it. Have a conversation. Conversation is key. That's the only way we can all get better at what we're doing out here in this game. Being an entrepreneur, young entrepreneurs. That's the key. Young and an entrepreneur. Like I gotta get. Gotcha, bro. You gotta go say, I gotta go get this load so I can get down the road and get to the next load to get paid. Mama's at home, chilling, relaxing with the little man. He was out watching the video too. We've been out here for like 100 minutes just chopping it up. It was in a good chop up session. Everybody asking questions and we just being truck drivers. That's what we do. It's like having a round table talking, but at the end of the day, we're not criticizing, we're not dog talking. We're only trying to educate and give other people the burning desire and the ideas to be more successful that they can be out here. Turning these 18-wheeler trucks down the road, backing up the doors, getting paid, and going out here and having great times and achieving a goal and achieving what our dreams are. If you want an F-350, put that out. I implore you to put that F-350 on everything that you have. Get a big old picture, put it on your wall, put it on your tablet, put it on your phone, the one that you want. Because if you surround yourself with it, that means you draw it to you. I want to make $1 million. I want a Tesla, I want a Hellcat. Keep looking. I want to draw it to you. So I got to do. Positivity, draw what you want to you. Negativity, I ain't got time for negativity. Negativity ain't got no place here. Because I will address it, come at it hard, and debunk it. But the person I always listen to, Eric tells me, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. So that's it is. But you guys, like I always say, guys, I appreciate y'all stopping by. Remember to keep throwing me thumbs up, guys. Keep throwing me thumbs up. Keep showing me the love of my videos. I got a couple other videos that I'm going to be dropping here soon. One's going to be talking about the comment that I got about how I'm not a owner operator. I'm not doing something like how I go ham on that. I got that video, I just haven't uploaded yet. Then I got to set up a final video that I got to upload later on. But like I always say, guys, remember to be blessed, less stressed. Keep that left door closed, that right foot down, only when it's safe, guys. And like I always say, guys, I'll see you on the blacktop. Safe trucking, y'all. Hey.